MRecktv.
Bring back the man in you, not because you need to, but because you will want to. Improve your weight room and bedroom performance with the all-new VasoFlux for Men natural dietary supplement. This unique blend of barks, roots, herbs, and vitamins is nature's way of keeping you in the game. And all for under $10. You can order yours today. Visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today.
Hey man, this is Nino Brown. You already know what it is, man. I'm live on MRecktv, MRecktv. This we the business.
It's M.Reck for MRecktv. We got a special guest in the building. We got Nino Brown.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man. Big fan of your show, man. Supporter. I like how you put it out there for the people, so I had to come on board and salute that. You know what I'm saying?
Salute. I appreciate you taking the time out to really build with me, and let's get Nino Brown on that MRecktv platform, looking so official. Salute to you, King. Because I gotta say this off the rip. This is me talking. Man, I think you got some of the best motivational speakings, and I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, them big booty freaks, man. Like, listen, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Like, tell the streets and the people how you go about, I guess, casting these women or these women part of your team. Talk to me, man.
Well, I did it a little bit different. Like when I was doing that, it wasn't no OnlyFans. It wasn't no. I caught the tip of the iceberg when all the women start exposing their body parts to get likes and followers and comment. Mm-hmm. So I was the first one really to take a woman and say, "Hey, look, man, I could do you one better." You know what I'm saying? Let me show you the way. Take my guidance, my leadership, and my understanding, and I put that wisdom in them, and they believed in me. And at one point, I had bought a house out here where I had all the women. I wasn't even on no pimps. You know what I'm saying? It was just me having a bunch of women. Whenever I feel like doing a video, I just pull them one out and come on, meet me over here at the beach or whatever. And they living off me, but I put them through school. You know what I'm saying? Some of them open up their own business like that. I was just trying to help them out, man, give them the way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, salute. That's salute on that. So, being that we got the OnlyFans and all that, did some of them women, I guess, go to that platform and start, getting their hustle on and all that? Or they still part of your team? Talk to me.
Yeah, all them hoes ran off. You know what I'm saying? All them they ran off, man. You know, they getting $1 a month from the OnlyFans. I ain't mad at the OnlyFans. Yeah. I told them to go get their money. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture at the end of the day. OnlyFans gonna get watered down. You know what I'm saying? After a while, everybody gonna be doing it. There ain't gonna be no real money on it. So, sometimes you gotta let butterflies land on the flower and get bored on that flower and want to discover other flowers. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you gotta let it fly off. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's how it worked with me.
Got you, my brother. Now, let's go to the beginning, Nino Brown. You started off as an artist, right?
Yeah.
In this business. Now, I remember you being signed to We the Best, right?
Yeah, We the Best with DJ Khaled.
Okay. Now, what was that your first deal?
Yeah, that was my first deal with DJ Khaled, man, under We the Best. You know what I'm saying?
Now, like, how did you get the deal with Khaled? Like, how did that come about? Did you have to rap for him in the street, or somebody introduce you to him? Like, can you, give me that picture?
I was hustling in front of this strip club called the Rolex. I used to be out there selling my tapes out the trunk like Master P do in New Orleans. I learned that game from him. Mm-hmm. And Khaled would come to the club and promote his parties. Like, he used to do this party called a Temple every year. and he'll come up there once a year to promote his parties or to get his records played. So I had a plan when I signed with Khaled. Before I signed with Khaled, I had a plan. I knew it was the only outlets was We the Best. This was before, well, this was right around the time Rick Ross was launching. But just before, like, I mean, we had Slip and Slide, we had a couple Po' Boy, and I knew I had a plan to get with Khaled because Khaled was the plug to get a universal fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I you know, when he came through, he seen me out there. Was a crowd of people buying my tapes, and you know, at that time I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the best rapper in Miami. I just wanted to get some money. I wasn't even thinking about what I was doing. So, you know, we bumped heads, and I ain't never rapped for him, but I showed him that hustle. I showed him that hustle that you familiar with. Like, we're not gonna tell me no. You might as well tell me yeah, because no matter what you do, I'm gonna outwork you.
Yes, sir.
And I just kept working, and then he came back for me, and that's how I got the deal. Like, I kept working to the point where my record became #1 on the local station here. It became #1 on the top 88 for like 8 weeks straight, with no street team, no help, no money, nothing.
That what people don't understand, that's very hard to do. So I gotta salute you on that. You know, especially the radio politics be something crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So for you to have a #1 record in Miami, right?
Right, in Miami.
In Miami. And that's a big market, a huge market. That says a lot, man. You put a lot of work in, and the record had to be hot. I mean, because Miami just ain't rocking with anything. They ain't just rocking with anything, trust me.
Listen, I had got so big where Gucci Man reached out to me. That's how I got my deal. Like, Gucci Man reached out to me in front of Khaled, because Khaled played one of my records on the radio, and I wasn't signed yet, and I was just friends with him. And then Gucci reached out to me to get on one of my records, and Khaled wanted him on the record. This one, Gucci was on fire with that song "Wasted with Plies."
Yes, sir.
And I came to the studio with Khaled at the Circle House, and Gucci tried to, you know, attempt to do some business with me. That's when Khaled came with his lawyer with that paperwork.
Oh,
that same night. So basically, he didn't believe in me until he seen somebody else believe in me.
But that's how it always is. That's how it always is.
Right.
Yeah, but that's you know, I salute him for that, even though he could have still been, you know, like one of these industry dudes, see Gucci about to lock in with you and still don't even, you know, show you love. So, you know, let's salute him for that aspect, you know.
I ain't even mad at Khaled. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from him. Like, Jesus couldn't get to the cross without Judas. So sometimes you got to look at every situation and take that sweet part out. Like, you got like I'm eating watermelon here, but around watermelon is rind. It ain't all red. It's shit in there too. And a lot of people don't like the rind because it's a little bitter. So sometimes you gotta take the bitter with the sweet.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So how long you were signed to We the Best?
I was signed to DJ Khaled for about 4 years. 3 years.
So looking back on hindsight, what, I guess, can you say went wrong? Like,
it's simple. Khaled is a very selfish individual, and the more I'm getting older, I'm realizing why. Khaled worked for everything he got. Khaled is a person that, no matter if you don't like him, I might not like what he stand for, you gotta salute his hustle and his market.
Now his grind is crazy. His grind is crazy. So,
nobody with no Khaled grind. I'm gonna give him that. And that's what intrigued me to him. But the problem is, when I started to get harder and harder and harder, and it's like bigger and bigger, so we'll go around certain people like Birdman and bigger people that he respected was asking him about me instead of just Ace Wood guy. And it's like, so when they asking him about me, he's backdooring me like, look, man, we ain't focus on him right now. He's local. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I actually overheard a conversation from one of Birdman folk telling me like, look, you ain't hear this, but your man don't want to push the button on you, and Cash Money want to push the button on you. And I'm like, what? So I stepped to Khaled, and I'm like, yo, my brother, like I stay with my mama, my dog, like fucked up out here, man. I got two kids. I'm trying to sell a dope out here like that. You know what I'm talking about? And he like, man, look, man, you gotta wait on Ace Hood to blow up. I remember we was jumping in the Maybach when this nigga told me, that was my last straw with him. He say, man, you got to wait on Ace Hood to blow up. I done put a lot of money in the Ace Hood. I got to get my money back, and that's when you could come out. I say, I got mad, but I ain't say. See, at that time, I wasn't as humble. I wasn't as patient, but I did in my head, because I used to weep a lot, because there was a lot of pain inside me, because I knew I was there, but I wasn't getting that opening gate. Gotcha. So I used to weep to myself like, man, you know what, this some. So, man, that was my last straw when Birdman stepped to him and said, man, we want to push Rich Kid. I was going by Rich Kid. He said, we want to push Rich Kid. And Khaled overlooked that situation. I could never. And then I went to New York with Khaled and Busta Rhymes, and I always wanted to meet Funkmaster Flex. I was a fan of him before. I mean, this years ago, this 2010. So I want to meet Funkmaster. So he would never introduce me to Funkmaster Flex. And I'm like, why? Like, Busta Rhymes brought me to Funkmaster Flex, like, studio. And was like, yo, this Khaled, man, like, you gotta meet him. Like, and I never asked Busta to do that. Like, just Busta a real nigga. I gotta
salute Busta on that. That's real. Salute the Busta.
Yeah, I never forget that, Busta Rhymes, man. You showed me love, but Khaled always kept me to the bite. Like, man, you know, I'm with you right now. But I knew it was something bigger in me. As we see now, I knew it was something bigger in me, and he wouldn't let me be great. So I to get from Ron.
Got you. I gotta say this though, man. I gotta get this out the way. Like, I want to say the internet and just the world embraced you, especially around this time when Ace Hood watch fell apart on that BET carpet. It transformed and fell off his wrist, and you did a video. It was so hilarious. I was like, yo, like, whoever Duke is, with him, like, because you destroyed Ace Hood, and it was in a humorous way. You know what I'm saying? Very hilarious, man. Like, I think from there is when your internet following really started to build. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. You know?
Well, probably before that, I had one with Kardashians, and I wound up getting on Tosh.0. Ace Hood came after that. Ace Hood said something about me first. I wasn't gonna never go at him. What happened? Charlamagne the God interviewed Ace Hood and asked him about Nino Brown. Like, hey man, I heard Khaled owe you money. I watched Nino Brown. This is what he said. And Ace Hood was like, who the fuck is Nino Brown? But this is signed to me every night about some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ace Hood was signed to Khaled. He used to be crying all the time about money. I mean, and I get it now. I get it now. Like, he ain't have it, and he done fell off. You know, to have had and to lose is worse than not having it at all. So he had money. The government, I think the IRS took about $30,000 from him out of his account one morning. He woke up nothing. So I respect it. He built it a bond with
definitely.
Like, in the same predicament. Let's hook up. Let's salute each other. Man, the man went behind my back and started doing little. And that's when I started saying, you know what, I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. So when I get in position, I'm gonna look for you. And I'm gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So, like, take me to you watching that video with Ace Hood doing an interview. I think it was with BT. I think Bow Wow, and his watch came off his wrist. What was going through your mind when you saw that? Like,
if I was in his shoe, what I would have did, first thing I would have did was, I would have gave Bow Wow that look like, nigga, if you look down that just walked off, we gonna have to fight. And then I would have bumped the other girl, what it was Simmons by him. I would have bumped her like, keep your eyes on the camera. You understand me? Y'all ain't see that. Or I would have laughed it off and blamed it on somebody else.
Word.
I mean, we gotta be transparent.
Easy, like, cause that looked crazy, like, cause he was doing an interview and it just flew off his wrist. I'm like, I never seen nothing like that in my life, like. But salute to Ace Hood. You know, we ain't trying to kick him while he down. You dig?
I mean, his watch fell off and then he fell off. What a crazy. My thing is, nobody never believed Ace Hood. Nobody never believed, because I personally feel like Ace Hood should have been a more for the ladies. He shouldn't have been. He should have been LL Cool J nigga. He shouldn't have, because look, he in the fitness now. He doing this thing.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm proud of Ace Hood on his body transformation. But my nigga, if you gonna rap and be the Rock, then you should make an album for the Rock and they crew. Don't focus on trying to be no gangster. Stay on that side of the fence, because you wasting your time.
Yeah.
Fact. So I salute him for keeping going, but somebody need to be better advisors to these rappers, because some of these niggas just dumber than a box of rocks.
Definitely. He caught one with that Hustle Hard.
Yeah, I was in the studio when that happened too with Future. Yeah, that was an insert rapper track. I was right there. Khaled begged Future to come to the studio to get on that record, because that record was gonna save him with Def Jam or whoever Ace Hood was signed to. The father imprint was tired of Ace Hood. They like, yo, this nigga flopped.
I think at the time.
Right. This nigga done sold 60,000 units between 4 albums, man. We not finna keep wasting when you burning your bridge. Khaled knew that Future was in town and Future was taking over T-Pain lane. See, all Khaled do is jump in different cars with people. He'll jump in T-Pain car run out of gas. He in Future car running out of gas now. So guess who car he in? He in Jay-Z car. Jay-Z car got unlimited fuel. So he, right, I don't want to even call him that. He's the opportunist. And you know, you got to be careful with him. So what happened is, we go to the store. I'm at Khaled, it's raining. I'm at Khaled condo at the Aqua at the spot down here in Miami. And we get this call from being the engineer that say, hey, Future at the studio, what record you want to own? He say, we want to do this record with you know, Woody Woo. No, wait a minute. That's Bugatti.
Yeah. I was gonna stop you there. Yeah, he did the record with Future was the Bugatti record, but the Hustle Hard record.
That's the insert record.
Yeah, because the Hustle Hard remix had Lil Wayne on it, I believe.
Yeah. Not what that was still insert rapper work. The only thing was organic about that remix with Rick Ross. Rick Ross with Khaled and Ace Hood and Nino Brown. So my bad about the Bugatti record, but that's just how it worked with Bugatti. Like, he walked in the studio, Future was already done with it. He didn't even know, Future didn't even know it was for Ace Hood until he finished laying the last ad lib. He was like, Ace Hood.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. That's
deep.
He's
a composer. He's a person that composes. He's John Madden putting records together. Don't be good though. But I like his network and I like the way he do. And if you could get rich off niggas, because he pimping niggas don't understand that. But if you could get rich off niggas and niggas don't know they being pimped, then it ain't your fault. It's the nigga fault, because he ain't woke.
That's deep right there. Now, you coming from Miami, right?
Yeah, Miami.
Got a lot of household names out there. You got Trina, Trick Daddy, Khaled, Luke, right? I'm trying to think who else. So there's a lot of people right now. But I remember you and Trick Daddy having like a little friction. What was that about, man?
Well, Trick Daddy was trying to, I guess it was a little spinoff. with nobody down here, straight up. Like,
Okay, let it be known.
Fuck with none of these niggas. But I'm gonna say this.
And hold on, explain why. Explain why.
Because a prophet ain't welcome in his own home, and a lot of people don't like me here because they don't realize that it's in me and not on me, and they don't understand me because they can't get around me to get it out. So my thing is, the way I came in the game, I went around the gatekeepers. I went under. You know how the rabbit dig up under the hole and go under the gate and get in the fence? That's what I did, and niggas ain't like shit because they were still waiting on Khaled. I left Khaled, went broke, got rich, and now with Trick Daddy, it was a situation where they was trying to get me on a love and hip hop show. So it was a spinoff to get me and him talking on the phone. Like, look, man, let's get on, you know, let's do it. But when I seen the little on there with the boy, I said, I can't do that. I can't, you know, I know how YouTube is. I ain't gonna say, you know, they got more rights now than the average black man. So when I on there with the TV show like that, I called Trick Daddy back, and I'm like, yo, I can't.
Hold on 1 second, Nino. So Trick Daddy was with some fun boys?
No. Trick Daddy was on the show Love and Hip Hop with the Fun Boy.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah. So Fun Boys, if you look at the Love and Hip Hop show, they got, you know, they got them Fun Boys on there. That's what it's made around, Trina and the Fun Boy. So when I seen that Fun Boy was gonna be edited in, and I'm doing some just like you will.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's just like me seeing you work with academics when I feel like academics is a culture vulture. I feel like he tell out black people, you know what I'm saying? So if I see you and him together, I don't know if y'all ever been together, but if I see you and him together where y'all tearing down niggas, I can't look at you the same because I know what he do.
Yeah. Now you'll never see that from me, but me and him, we built on the internet a few times, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, that was it. You know, he had a website, he showed me love, you know, showed some love to my music, but that was about it. Before, you know, he became the academics that the world knew, you know, but it is what it is. But I would never, like me, I would kind of like school him, like, nah, homie, this ain't the way to go. You dig what I'm saying? If me and him was to ever build, you know, I would school him, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but it is what it is.
But so when I seen that, I backed off the move with Trick Daddy had in mind. He invited me to his house. He was like, yo, come to my house. Let's sit down and talk. Let's put this play together with Love and Hip Hop. Big check on the table for you. You the last this in peace. I'm like, yo, I'm not finna, in my head, I'm like, I'm not finna sell out for no couple dollars. Like $300,000 ain't no money to me for me to sell my pride, dignity, and my legacy to be on a show with some fun boys. Like the game, he never take back that he was a male stripper. He can't never take back all them little things they could pull up on him and say, hey man, you not really a street nigga. This what you is. Even though he don't do that no more, they gonna pull back they gonna pull his coat on it. Young Buck could never take the fact that he done been with fun boys, done like fun boys and all that stuff. You could never take that back. Once you do that, that's you. Character is revealed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was like that. I mean, me and Trick Daddy, I ain't gonna say we all right. We ain't never been all right. But I'm gonna just say, Trick Daddy had a problem whereas he want to be the king of Miami. That's why he was beefing with Ross. Like when Ross was around him, Trick Daddy ain't like it. Trick Daddy ain't like the fact that Ross went around him and still blew up. So Trick Daddy attacked Ross. Ross attacked Trick back, and you know, it really got gangster behind that, and it got gangster. I a couple niggas up Trick with, you know what I'm saying? Like we went. Wow. Yeah, like they ran up on me at the Waffle House, and I whooped about 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? I was with one of my female friends, and they ran up, and I thought I still had the scar. One of them up real bad, and then the other one he ran out the door to go get a gun and like. Yeah, it got like that. So I had you could see that video on YouTube. I had son a little warning shot out the nigga and told him, hey man, you better tell these little niggas, man, if they want to continue having a heartbeat with me. Cause it's gonna smell my cologne.
I ain't know that. It got a little crazy, huh? You had to put hands on a few niggas, huh?
I had to take my crown off.
Okay, got you. Now, you coming into this motivational speaker space, what was that transition like? You know what I'm saying? Like, was you like laying back on your bed looking at the ceiling like, yo, you know what? I'm about to jump in this lane, like, or it just happened organically?
What had happened was I got tired of being tired. I got tired of Khaled. I got tired of being broke. And I got some stories that's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life. I remember with Drake before he was hot. I remember with Nicki Minaj when she was just getting with Young Money, but she wasn't even signed with him.
I didn't know that, Nino. You can't speed through that. You said Drake, Nicki. I gotta slow you down. Let's bring it back a little bit. So when you was rocking with Drake, this was the time when he had the mixtape out. I think Trey Songz was featured on it. What was the name of that joint?
When he broke his leg, I think he had broke his leg playing basketball or something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, I with him right before then. I forget the man. I don't know all Drake music. You know, he be them hoes, but I'm gonna just say, Drake a real transparent dude to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Good dude. You know what I'm saying? He mean no harm. He nobody don't really, you know, a lot of the industry cats, they play like they like Drake. They really with Drake. They don't like, because you can't get nothing done. Like, he not gonna just do it just because you who you is.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then Nicki, I remember her before the surgery. I remember her when she used to come to the radio station, you know what I'm saying, before she was just running around with Lil Safari, and they were just, and Cortez really how I met these people. Cortez Brand, Lil Wayne manager. He the first one invested into Drake and Nicki. So, you know, Cortez Bryant is the plug when it come to Young Money. He put a lot together over there. Like, he put 150,000 US behind Drake for him to blow. Ain't nobody believe in Drake like him and that boy from Texas did, Jay Prince son.
Got you. You just gave the world a history lesson, because they, you know, the whole Drake come up was an illusion. Like, you just really added the missing pieces to the puzzle.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So when you was I guess rocking with Drake, was he down in Miami at that time?
Yeah, he went to Miami. I had never been to Canada before then. Like, he came to Miami Beach. He'll be staying at a little hotel, moving around here and there. But, you know, we'll kick it. You know, I got old pictures. I could show it to you. Like, man, this before everything, man. The little Drake, not the grown man, like the little Drake, dog. I'm talking about Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? Like the real. And he'll, like
Aubrey Graham, yeah.
Whatever it is, and every time he see me, he always show love. We'll hold conversations. Everywhere I seen, dog, it was just straight love, and I just respected him for that. You know what I'm saying? And he a chess player. I always like to Drake play chess with people.
As he should, because these niggas is nasty in this industry, man. Shouts to Drake, because he definitely showed me love. You know, so I wanted to salute him, because he definitely kept it official with me when Kanye West was acting a little funny, but it is what it is.
Oh, but, wow.
Yeah, it ain't about nothing. I told that story before, but this is your time, so I ain't gonna go into that. Okay. And now with Nicki Minaj, you said you witnessed her before the surgery. You know what I mean? You was vibing with her before the surgery. What was her vibe like?
The first time I met Nicki Minaj, we was she was trying to get signed to Lil Wayne. She was hanging around the crew, and I seen her backstage. She still had stuff, but Nicki was actually prettier before surgery than she is now. I seen her behind the stage, and I tried to talk to her on the sense of I liked the broad. So I'm like, yo. So she stopped. So I'm like, hey, what's up? So she like, oh, I do music. She say, So you know, me of being a nigga, you know, I'm running the guy. I'm like, yo, let's do a song together. Cause I didn't know, you know, that the Safari nigga, he's somewhere else. She by herself leaving the girl's bathroom. I run down on her and she had a pink dress on. So I run down on her, I say, hey man, let's do a song. So she say, you got to talk to my manager. I say, who is your manager? She say, Tez. So when she said the shit, I already knew. But I'm trying to fuck on her. You know, I ain't even think about it. That was just the boo game. So I'm like, man. So
I'm trying to beat the guts up. You trying to beat the guts up. I got you.
I'm trying to Gucci man. So I did. So she said, you got to holler at Tez. So at that time, I knew Tez as Cortez. I just got out of prison. So I knew Tez as Cortez, not Tez. So when she told me it was a manager involved, I knew that was a gateway to cut me and her. Cause I'm like, yo, what's your number? And she like, she ain't on that type of time. So I kept it moving, but then we ran back into each other when she signed with Young Money and she was starting to, you know, catch a little bubble on them little mixtapes they were when she came to the radio station where DJ Khaled played that. And then we bonded again, but now it's on the level where just being hooked. And then we took a little picture, we talked about it, we laughed. She was like, well, you know, I messed with, you know, this guy named Safari and we real cause we've been down a long time. She was just telling me, and I'm young, you know what I'm saying? I'm young and I'm feeling the, you know what I'm saying? She was a good person before she got famous.
Yeah, nah, Nikki had good vibes when I met her before she really blew like that. You know what I'm saying? She had good vibes.
Very humble before she got famous. Money changed her, fame changed her into this god that she wanted to be because Nikki was fed up with trying to make it to the point where she made it. She just on everybody because they made it hard for her. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of artists go through that, and I'm gonna say this: I get it, and I know you get it too. You know what I'm saying? Why they may, you know, change their demeanor when they do get to that level because, like you said, they made it hard for her and you know and everybody else. Like Drake, the same way they made it hard for him. You know what I'm saying? Trey Songz was charging him, I think, 10 bands to do a hook. You know what I mean?
And he ain't never forget that. He keep
yeah, he did. Yeah, he do.
They get Trey Songz. So you know, they love you until you become the competition, and your idols become your rivals when you are. So what you got to do is continue to work because you don't never know who watching you, and you don't never know who you're gonna surpass. That's why I don't have a problem with telling a man he great to me because I'm gonna study you until you no longer great to me, or I'm gonna become bigger than you mentally because you still a man. You still gonna make faults, you still gonna be flawed. Like Khaled, like I made a promise to myself, like I'm that you never did. I'm gonna go to the White House. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to go to the White House actually today, but the bill that they trying to get signed for the new stimulus package won't be until next Tuesday. So I'm gonna probably go on Monday to go see Trump about some investments with black banks.
Oh, that's big. Salute. That's major right there, King. Yeah. How many times you been to the White House? I saw that.
So I went once and I got 3 bills signed. Prison reform. I banned the box where they don't ask you if you ever been a convicted felon no more. And I also got some money with the opportunity zone funding. So now when the people, you know, when the business corporations pay their taxes, instead of paying taxes, you can reinvest your money into the hood. And they're doing it and they building up parks. They building up different kind of businesses. So that's why the black banks is finna, you know, going to Trump going to buy about 150 black banks because it's only 15 in the US. Gotcha. So I'm gonna say this. Nobody never stepped to me about meeting with Trump and doing shit like they did Steve Harvey and all of them. I'm gonna say this. Can't never infiltrate from the outside. You can't infiltrate from crying on the online protesting and all that. That's nothing. That's a free platform. They can shut you down, and it's owned by Mark Zuckerberg. My whole thing is, if you're gonna infiltrate and for your people, you gotta work from the inside, and it's gonna take one of us to go in there like a me and go in there and tell them, look, man, this is what the hood crying about. They might not never like you, but if you do this, this gonna make it a little better for you. This what the hood need. And see, that go back into the police brutality. And we had a wreck little brother or Nino Brown little sister patrolling our neighborhood, they gonna know the area different from somebody that's coming from a whole nother continent saying, I'm gonna patrol this hood. Nigga, you don't know this hood, so you gonna lock up everybody in the hood because you looking at them like an average nigga. You scared too.
Facts.
Our family members that came up in these areas to look at it the right way and say, you know what, I know you don't want to be a police, but we need you right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna make our neighborhoods better, because it ain't gonna be no police brutality. It'll ray the police now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's ill that you broke that down like that. So what is Donald Trump vibe like?
Donald Trump is like a rich white boy. You know how them rich white boys, they get drunk, they get high, and they all act the same. They like that's all. Trump is like a white Suge Knight, and the country is Death Row Records. He do whatever he want to do when he feel like doing it, and if you challenge him, he gonna challenge you and show you he got the power and the authority and the will to do whatever he want to do. So what you do with people like that is you don't challenge him, you beat him through the inside. You know what I'm saying? And really, the goal shouldn't be trying to beat Trump, because we believe it or not, if we going against Trump and Trump going against us, think about other countries that trying to bomb us. Right now, it's a perfect opportunity to fuck some shit up over here because we at war with each other.
Facts.
And this supposed to be the United States. So my thing is, I ain't saying unite with old boy, but the truth is Trump gonna win again. Trump gonna win again. Trump offered me $2 million to promote his campaign. I turned it down. You know what I'm saying?
Why you turned it down?
Because rule number one, I'm never gonna go against my people. My people don't like Trump on the fact that they feel like he racist. Trump not racist. I would say this though. Trump is a businessman and an opportunist. A lot of people, Trump is a racist against lazy people. Trump is a racist against people that depend on the government and say, man, I'm gonna take the taxpayer money and I'm gonna live shit too off y'all funding. Trump don't like that. But as far as black, he's not no racist, because he wouldn't have let me came up. He wouldn't have brought me to the West Wing where he sleep at. His daughter, me and her bonded, and she started following me on Instagram, Ivanka Trump. If it was, I get the business move and the opportunist move, but when you racist, it's a certain thing called prejudice, and it's a certain thing called racist. Racist is, I don't want you in my space. You can't live in this place. Prejudice is, I don't like, but I will deal with. Now, do I think they prejudiced? That's a different conversation. But racist, not Trumps. They business people. You know what I'm saying? And before you talk, a lot of people like Jeezy, Rose, and all the rest of them used to use Trump in their songs. So when the highest form of human mankind, which is president of the United States, they want to throw in his face, oh, you a racist. But he wasn't racist when you niggas was speaking them songs. And not just that, they did that governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You heard Jadakiss say it. I love Jadakiss. That's one of my favorite rappers. But I'm going to say this. Jadakiss say, how you let the Terminator win the election? So when you become the highest form of yourself, people going to talk down on you, just like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is the best fighter of our time and the best businessman of our time. But because they tired of seeing him win so much, because he's not humble at all. But because they tired of they not
Nino, you saying that, you must be talking from experience. When you say Floyd Mayweather's not humble at all, explain that.
Well, when you get around him, he live a certain way, and not just that, like, he wants you to know he got money. A nigga with money don't pose to want you to know he got money. Floyd wants you to know he got money all the time. And you know, I don't too much care for Floyd as a person, because I feel like Floyd is a very selfish individual. When I say that, I mean this. Like, of course you don't know people. Of course you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't really gotta build with people. But at the end of the day, something you be doing with these money and showing like that, you can really help families. You can really, in your hood, wherever you from, back in Michigan or wherever he from, you can help your streets get water. Like they need clean water out there. That's a better look than a new sports. Like I look at the humanity and the character of a person. That is why your daughter with the herpes nigga, you know what I'm saying? When you got money and you use money as a tool and a byproduct to control people, it make people look at you different. But the minute they get their own money, they run off from you because it never was about you, Floyd. It was about the fact that you got money and you're able to do certain things. But once the people could do things on their own, that's why I always make people around me rich. The minute you get rich around me, you gonna come around me because you want to and not got to. Everybody was around Floyd waiting on Floyd. I don't want nobody waiting on me. I make my woman rich. I make my mama rich. My mama rich. Everybody around me rich because
that's real.
I can use my platform. I was built here to give, and I was produced in a gift. The minute you find out why you was born, that's the minute you completed your life because you supposed to serve. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. Serve. I serve for
that's deep. I like the way you put that. I'm gonna say this because my man Mac, I think that's his god brother, and he let me know that Floyd take care of hundreds of families. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
That's good.
And now the NBA Youngboy situation, I do remember you and him having like some type of back and forth. You had like a diss record, and then his mom's did a diss record or something like that. Like, how that situation play out? You're good now, or
I ain't never gonna be good with you. I'm gonna just say this. I walked his mama because I wanted to whoop him legally. When I say legally, if I beat this little boy, I'm gonna look like the bad guy because I ain't got no tie with him. But he one of them little knucklehead, little jitterbugs that whooping because he bad in school and he ain't got no daddy. I had to step down on him and let him know, like, look, man, stop playing because a nigga your ass up straight up with no compromise. Put that pistol on you quick, nigga. So when I went at him, it really wasn't no war. It was on the fact that I got 3 daughters, and if my daughters come home with one of these little herpes ass niggas talking about they want to be a rap, they better not never. I would disown the child. You know what I'm saying? This ain't what I taught you. So I went at Floyd to say, hey man, you got to check your daughter or check this young ass nigga if she gonna be with, if he gonna WNBA Youngboy, that's a she. So if she gonna be with your daughter, then you check this nigga because this nigga your legacy on the house.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Man,
I don't see none of these niggas, man. I'm gonna be real. I don't see none of them. I got pistols. I got whatever you. That's just how I move, nigga. I'm on that for real. I don't play. Don't let that crown, that laugh, fool you. We will send them. You know what I'm saying? With the hurry. So my whole thing is, I'm not looking for trouble. I preach positivity, but I stand for something. I ain't never gonna fall for anything. If any one of these niggas won't walk, bring. We got money. We got bottles, guns. We could fight dogs. We could race. We could shoot track. Whatever you want to do, player. We could do it however you want to do it. But just know, nigga, when I leave, you gonna smell my cologne.
I hear that. Now let's get back to the motivational speakings and all that.
I like how you go right back to
yeah, because that's dog. Like I don't be posting numerous times because I'm like he on the time that I'm on, but I like the way you just on the front line with it. Like, you know, I build with my homies or my subscribers. I give them motivation, but you made that your calling. That's your calling, dog. You know, with the music too, because you got some dope records too.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. You're welcome, bro. But take me back to that day when you was just like, yo, look, this is what I'm doing, man. The people need this. What was that day like? when you say, yo, I'm about to do me a motivational video to really, you know, get these people inspired?
Being fed with DJ Khaled, man. I really don't like the guy.
Damn.
He did me. He held me back. And it's like, I told myself, I don't want nobody else to go through that. I really believe in breaking the generational curse. This is designed around capitalism. If I'm over you, I'm going to keep you down to step over you. I don't like that. So what I want is, if we really on this black on black, come on, we got to support each other. I had to go out there. I had to sacrifice. A leader is one who blazed the trail first. I'm a leader. And I real and no homo, but I made millions with my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I use this tool to get in the minds, because the ears is the closest thing to your mind. And if I can really put something in your mind that's gonna make you shape your world different and show you how you supposed to live, maybe you will give 100%, 110%. But if nobody ain't teaching you nothing, you gonna always dog our women. You're gonna treat up. You gonna go out there and buy Gucci for the rest of your life because you don't know no better. Nobody ain't plant no seeds in you. But if I plant that seed, and every time you look at one of my videos, I water that seed, gonna grow into a tree, and next thing you know, you gonna change your mind. It might be one video that changed the world, and I don't know if I released that video yet. Maybe I have, but you ever notice that some videos go viral later in life after the message 10, 20 years old? Go viral because it's what somebody else was feeling. And that's what I'm on. I want to change the world, or spark the mind that changed the world. That was Tupac mission, and I want to carry on his mission, because he died, I believe, at the age of 25, and he didn't fulfill his goal the way he wanted to, because he did because he sparked my mind. So he sparked my mind. I want to spark 100 minds, and them 100 minds gonna spark millions of minds. You know what I'm saying? That's
yes,
my
sir. Now, how long you been going hard with the motivational speakings?
Since 2015. Since 5 years. It's been 5 years, and I remember the first video. I remember my first viral video. I remember like it was yesterday. I don't stop.
Yeah, bring me back to that. Bring me back to that. The first video going viral.
The first person I'm gonna shout out to the first person that ever posted one of my videos that made me get big, and that was Top Dog from TDE.
Damn, that's G'd up for doing that.
Shared my video. I never knew where all these new followers was coming from, but he shared my video, and the video was simple about, I had a golf beater on, and I was just talking about success don't come overnight. You could go back to his first post. You would see he posted me back in 2015, and then from there the dude from QCP posted my videos, and then it just
went from there.
Deion Sanders, a bunch of big people have posted me, and even Ivanka Trump had posted me in her stories. Justin Bieber have posted me, and I'm gonna say this: my first video, it was about the law of attraction. I wasn't doing the crown. I was just doing rap, and I broke it down. I'm a hood translator, so I'm like Robin Hood. So I go get the money from the rich and I disperse it back to the hood. So I'm going to get them jewels from them jewelers, like them Earl Nightingales, like them Napoleon Hills.
Yes, sir.
To my street niggas in the way they gonna understand it and apply it, because the difference between information is the difference between rich and poor is information. So it's a thin line between information. We all got the same 24 hours, 365 days in a year.
Yes, sir.
Apply and use our hours differently. The average human mind is only working at about 10%, 15% of its capability. So if you really think about things you want to do, Rick, and me, what I want to do, we haven't done it yet, but our mind telling us, man, you got too much greatness in you. You need to do that. Yes, so what I have is make time and effort and apply to that so I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. it's crazy that you bring up the law of attraction, because I'm tuned into that, and I've been tuned into that. I mean, I always been, dealing with it. I just didn't know it. But when I, got the confirmation, I think it was like 2010, and right. I had to give it to my peoples, but a lot of people didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because they think it's some magical when it's just really you put your mind to anything and you can achieve it. Like, it's just really that simple. You know what I'm saying? And you got to keep everything positive. They don't understand. You got to keep anything that's negative around you away from you in order for the law of attraction to work. You dig what I'm saying?
A negative mind can never attract a positive life. Sometimes the roughest road trips leads to the hardest climbs lead to the best view. Best way to put it.
Yes,
so
sir.
Sometimes when you in a negative environment, you have to look for that sweet spot I was just telling you about that rind. You gotta look through the rind and get to the watermelon.
Yes, sir.
And that's how I look at things. Like, it's gonna be some times, like right now we in this was a setback. Like, I've been to prison, I've been to jail, and in jail you away from things you want to do, but that's your creative time. Sometimes God will sit you in jail to meet somebody he got for you in the jail to become your plug to get you to the meeting was in jail.
Yes, sir.
Mandela. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain people have to go to certain places to meet certain people in different places that they never thought. Like, it might be I might work at, God forbid, McDonald's and meet the next person that we build our own billionaire chain of McDonald's, but we had to meet there. So no matter where you're working at or what you're doing, just always understand that it's a reason that you in that predicament, and what you got to do is think farther than the predicament. Your current situation is not your final destination. Keep going.
Facts. Man, we could talk for hours, man. I like your vibe, but I want to end on this note. Where can the people get your music at, and what song or what project you promoting right now? Let's get to that.
Right now, you could go to youtube.com/Nino Brown 305. You could definitely call me 786-310-3112. This is my personal number. I don't get this out to people, but this is a number you can always reach me at if you need personal motivation, inspiration, or whatever. NBA Youngboy, don't you call me, bro. Don't call me Big Ink Club, J Prince. Don't call me. But I'm going to say this. Cause I wait on the DNA result when I find out who. Listen, 786-310-3112, youtube.com/Nino Brown 305. I got an audio book about how to make it in the music business. Check that out if you're an aspiring rapper and you're trying to figure out ways to get into the new era of music and you lost. Go get that book. It's available on all platforms. I want to salute the M.Reck TV. I always watch you. I subscribe to your channel. I love what you do. Any way I can support you, I would do that. I'm just mad that this took forever for us.
Nah, it's all good, homie. You see, I was patient
because of me. And
it's all good. Salute. I appreciate you doing this, man. Salute to my M.Reck subscribers, the Reck Mob.
Hey man, this is Nino Brown. You already know what it is, man. I'm live on MRecktv, MRecktv. This we the business.
Salute.
Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, mrecktvpromo@gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. MRecktv.
Let's cut him music.
Bring back the man in you, not because you need to, but because you will want to. Improve your weight room and bedroom performance with the all-new EXP0SES for Men Natural Dietary Supplement. This unique blend of barks, roots, herbs, and vitamins is nature's way of keeping you in the game. and all for under $10. You can order yours today. Visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today.
This MRecktv content is sponsored by 97 Entertainment presents the movie Raina.
All right, y'all. It's showtime. Let's go.
So we're gonna play this one smooth. Not going in there to rock any boats or make any waves, Neek.
It's gonna be straight, Raina. Definitely should crack for more than 150K. He got that shit, man.
150,000? Why you being so nice to me?
And I'm sure a man like you understands that a deal, even a good one, doesn't make itself happen.
No, you're the plug and such. You a joke's bound to happen if you slipping or you lacking. I'm gripping on the matching, ready for the action. Shots to make you break dance and have you do a backspin. I got more kicks than karate flicks. My whole team pushing Maserati whips. You on IG liking thotty pics. Shorty pocket broke, but her body fixed. Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. MRecktv. It's got a music.